morning. Well, morning for me anyway. I'm coming to you from my hotel room at the Hampton Inn, Miami Airport West, which is technically in Doral, near Miami. It's only 5 miles from the airport, so it's not like it's like ages away, but they have an airport shuttle. I will say this hotel, I've stayed in other Hamptons that I liked better, that were probably newer. And this one is definitely showing its age, and it is not the best Hampton I've ever stayed in. It's clean enough. The bed was fine. They still serve breakfast. They have free Wi-Fi, so those are two important things to me. And they have an airport shuttle, which runs about every hour or so. The only complaint I have is that I wasn't able to have coffee in my room this morning because there was a moldy packet of coffee in the water reservoir. Yeah, so discovering that at 4:30 this morning was not pleasant. And I was up at 4:30 because I went to bed at 7 because I was up at 2:30 yesterday, not on purpose, just because I couldn't sleep. So I had a really good night's sleep. It was wonderful. I slept a lot. Yeah, so I have coffee now in their cute little coffee cups and coffee cup holders. It's very strong. I got the dark roast, so it's the only kind I have other than decaf. It's very strong. It's thick. So I'm about to get my stuff. You can see I've got it ready there. No room tour of this hotel room. You can see most of it behind me here. Like I said, it's clean. It's just showing its age. The bathtub was a little spicy because it felt like it had a dip in the middle. And so I was balanced in there last night after a very long day of being on my feet a lot. And if you watched previous videos, you know I'm not great on my feet a lot. So that was rough, but I managed. I did not fall. There was a grab bar, which might have contributed to that. I didn't even come close to falling. So I'm about to get my stuff and head downstairs to wait for the shuttle to go back to the airport to catch the bus provided by Carnival. It was cheaper than, or the same price as probably a Uber or a Lyft. So it was $24, I think, one way. So I got it back to the airport after the cruise as well. In order to catch that, I need to be either at baggage claim 1 or baggage claim 22. They are at opposite ends of the Miami terminal, which is a big U. So they're across from each other, but I think maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to baggage claim 1, which is under the American Airlines desk, check-in, departures desk. So I'm going to be dropped off there because the Miami airport is currently under construction and the shuttle bus cannot go in the departure level at all. So it's all through the arrivals area for buses for hotel pickups right now, as far as I understand. That's what the sign in the lobby said anyway. So anyway, I am getting my stuff. It's currently 7:45 in the morning. My bus leaves at 10. I wanted to build in enough time to get there with plenty of time to spare before the bus leaves. And I didn't know how traffic would be, so I could probably take the 9 o'clock shuttle and be okay, but I wanted to be there on the 8 o'clock shuttle, just so I know I have plenty of time to get checked in and be on that first bus that goes over to the port, because I will be in the 11 to 11:30 check-in group anyway. I'm in no rush to get on the ship, so if I'm on the ship later than that, that's fine. I'll still get a margarita and I'll still be sipping it away this afternoon So looking forward to that. Also, the cake bar. My friend Hannah wants me to have a piece of cake for her, like a strawberry cake. So Hannah, I got you. Hey y'all, I am currently on Carnival Sunrise. It's been a long day. Boarding day is always hectic. Prepare yourself for that. It almost doesn't matter what cruise line you're on, it's going to be hectic because there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of people trying to do all the same things. Let me settle in here. There's a lot of people trying to get their muster stations and a lot of people trying to eat and get their first drink and be on vacation. And so just be prepared when you get on board. It's gonna be hectic. I checked the app first. Make sure you always download the app for the cruise line. And I checked to see what was open because I knew I had my backpack, I had my purse, and I had my my CPAP with me. So I knew I wouldn't be able to go to the buffet and carry a plate and carry all that crap too. It just wasn't gonna happen. So instead, I looked at the app to see what was open. And there was Guy's Barbecue, there was Guy's Burgers, the Blue Iguana Cantina, which is tacos and burritos, was open, and Cucina del Capitano was open for their pasta bar. So I decided to try that. It's free for lunches, and it was okay. It was quiet up there. It was cool. There weren't a lot of people coming and going, so the doors weren't constantly opening like you get in some places in the Lido Marketplace buffet area. So it was pretty chill. It was a nice lunch. It was what I needed. Well, nice atmosphere, I should say. So for lunch, you get a menu. I'll show it here. And you get to pick what you want, what kind of pasta you want, what kind of sauce you want, what kind of meat you want, or other add-ins. If you want bread or a Caesar salad. And then if you want drinks down at the bottom, you can get a drink. I opted for the fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and spinach. I expected like spinach leaves, and I got little tiny diced spinach. I forgot to take a picture. I'm sorry. I'll do better in the future. And of course I downed 2 or 3 glasses of water because it is steamy in Miami. So this morning I left the hotel, I got the shuttle. It was about a 30-minute drive to the airport. I did get off on American like I expected to, but when I went downstairs to the baggage claim area, I realized I was near baggage claim 22, which is where one of their desks is. I thought 22 was at the far end by LATAM Airlines, but that's actually baggage claim 1. So baggage claim 22 is under American. You can get there. There's a elevator that comes down right by 23, I believe, because there's a sign that points off to the right when you're coming off the elevator that says 24 to 27. And that's what told me I was looking for 22 because I saw the 24 to 27. So I went off to the left after going down the elevator near the American Airlines counters, which is huge, but you'll find it. And then Carnival has a station. They've got a permanent banner. I don't know what you call that. A permanent banner hung up over a desk there where they work. They had 2 lines because there were 2 ships in Miami Port today. There was the Sunrise and there was the Magic. They gave Sunrise folks 1 color ticket and they gave Magic folks another color ticket to get on the bus. So I got a bright orange one. I was the first one to get a ticket. And the first shuttle was scheduled for 10, but she did say they may call us earlier than that. At 9:22, so this was about 45 minutes after I checked in, a little less than that, they called for the first bus folks to come. And so we got ourselves together, we got in a line, and a man was walking us down past the elevator, past 24 through 27 baggage claims. And then out that side door there's a place where buses can park. And so at that point, we handed over our checked luggage, and they put it on the bus. They did split Sunrise and Magic, so to keep the luggage separate. And then we all got on the bus, and he drove us to the port. On the way, it started raining, so that was fun. We got to the port, and it was pouring, like an absolute downpour. So they got the luggage off the bus. I handed mine over to the porter, and then made my way to a seating area outside the Miami port. Or the Terminal D is where we were. Like, there's this middle area where the buses all park, and then you cross the street where it's covered, and then circle around back over toward the terminal. And so that's what I did, and there's some seating areas there. So I sat down at a picnic table for a minute because I needed to catch my breath. I wanted to be out of the rain. I knew I didn't get to check in until 11 to 11:30. So I was afraid they were gonna make me wait outside anyway. So I waited for the rain to let up a little bit. And once the rain let up, I walked on around to the entrance of the line that they had set up. And they had two lines. They had on time and they had early/late. And I'm expecting they have these set up all the time. Today they were letting everybody come in through the early/late. Well, I guess if you were on time, but it was like 9:45 at that point, 10 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. We all got to go inside because it was raining, which was very kind of them, not making us stand out in the rain. So we were all directed to sit down and hang out until it was time to get on the ship. And so when they started calling around 10:30, they started with like their platinum or diamond or both. I don't know. I don't remember Carnival's tiers. And suite members and Faster to the Fun people who purchased the Faster to the Fun package, which was not me. So I waited. So they got through all the VIPs, we'll call them that, and then they called through A1, and then they called through B4. So I don't know how many groups are in A, but I was in B1. So now I'm in my room. I'm going to do a quick room tour, and then I might catch a nap because 4:30 came early this morning, even after sleeping since 7. But I do want to do a room tour and show it off before it gets messy. So here we go. All right, so we'll start at the door. Here we are. This is room 1316 on Carnival Sunrise. Door. We have a light switch. This card came in there. That controls the master lights. And then room lights, bathroom light. Speaking of bathroom, let's just go ahead and go in there. And you can see it's pretty standard. I will say that despite it being small, it feels like there's more room in here than on Royal because there's a curtain. So there's a little more space, and it doesn't have the hard plastic door. So there's the shower wand, shampoo, and shower gel. Don't scald yourself. Soap rack. Grab bar. And then there is a clothesline up above. And then we've got 2 shelves here, 2 shelves here. Not really a lot of storage under the sink. So there's that. And then we have a closet here. Oh, it opens that way. Life jackets, some hanging things, a couple of shelves. And then this one opens like so. Just hangers in here with a little bar that you can pull out further. Full-length mirror. And then the next shelf has the safe, which I've already used, and then a shelf there and more hanging things. Main cabin. Close this up. Here is the climate control. We've got 2 shelves here above the telephone, above USB ports. Well, that's nothing. We have a drawer and a cabinet where the fridge used to be, but the fridge is now here. So 1 European plug, 2 American, there's me, and the mirror. The water that costs money, even if you have the drinks package, stool, trash can, beach towels come in the room, so that's nice. TV, which was on full blast when I came in here. And then we have some little shelves below the TV. By the bed we have a nightstand on each side that opens up. No shelf in there, just space. And then there are USBs and a master room light switch in the center of the bed. Plus your reading lamps and all that. You may have noticed there is a bottle of distilled water on one of my shelves. That is not free. I did have to pay for that. I think it was $3.25, something like that. That's with tax. So they do not provide that for free. Royal and Virgin both do. So that's a difference with Carnival. But it was cheap enough. I didn't want to have to bother with either getting a delivery for it or finding some place to go pick it up while I was in Miami. So I just requested it. I bought it over the phone. Easy peasy, nothing to it. Well, that's it. I'm gonna do some unpacking now. My suitcase is already here, which is great. It was waiting for me when I got to my room, as was my sign and sale card, which I forgot to film. Sorry, I'm new at this. So I'm going to unpack a little bit and probably nap before my dinner at Fahrenheit 555, the steakhouse on board. So here is the Fahrenheit 555 restaurant. It's very nice. It feels secluded. It feels, you know, it's romantic and dark and just lovely. And place setting here. I had a table for 1, of course. They were very nice and pulled out the table next to me so I could squeeze in between them a little bit easier. So that was easier. There is bench seating in the restaurant along the wall on Sunrise. I'm sure it's on other ships as well. But there was armless seating that I could sit at. So here's the menu. I ended up with the surf and turf. And here is the dessert menu. I got the chocolate sphere. That sounded the best to me of all of those. And then you have your after dinner drinks and your regular beverage selection. And then the cocktail selection, I had the watermelon martini.